Hey folks, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we're looking at Darling the FRANXX, episode 13. I will say that this was such a cute episode. Oh my god, it was so adorable. Like, legitimately, watching this episode just put such a smile on my face. First and foremost, I called it. I knew Hiro had gotten his memories erased at one point because he forgot the thing with Mitsuru, and also we find out more about him knowing Zero Two when they were kids. I freaking called it, because I'll get into that why his memories were erased in the first place in a second. So, as we saw last week's episode, Zero Two was strangling Hiro, and strangling him in the cockpit. And the thing was that he really couldn't escape. He started, I don't want to say blacking out, but probably was. But this event was a good thing for Hiro and Zero Two, because what it did was it gave us a kind of catalyst for us seeing the past. And what we get is we see Zero Two's past in the form of her being really mistreated as a kid. She was more of a monster than she looks like now. Like, now she looks, semi-human, but she had bigger horns, her skin was blood red, and she looked like a little, tiny Oni demon. I think several people in the thing actually called her Oni demon. But, and I know, by the way, those are two different things, in terms of, saying them. I'm just saying Oni and then, or a demon, but, putting them together. It's a poor way of doing it, but you get what I mean. But Hiro had walked in on one day and saw her being, basically treated like crap. And so Hiro, being the literal hero he is, even as a kid, decided he had to go save Zero Two. And he does that by helping her escape. And the two of them travel together in, in this, I want to say, this winter version of where they're at. The problem is that, they're still on the run because all these soldiers are going after them, trying to get their, precious specimens back. But it is here where Zero Two and Hiro's relationships gets fomented, because for the most part, with Hiro and Zero Two, they start talking to one another, they start getting to know each other. He really seems to really care for her. He even starts reading a book that she brought with him that she was given by a caretaker who disappeared one day. And what's interesting is he starts reading the book to her. They spend a lot of time together. He treats her like gold for the most part. And even though, the rough beginning of where she tried to bite him and stuff, that was funny. I'll be honest with you, Zero Two as a little kid was cute. She was even though she was a little monster demon, she was still cute. But, it's here where when he's reading the book and he sees that she's hurt, he decides to start licking her wound because, as he says, animals lick each other to, cure the wounds. What ends up happening is Zero Two sees that and sees the picture book and sees him kneeling in front of her and goes, oh, that in her mind, I guess, plays it out as he's the prince. And she even tries to say darling, which is what the book says. And he goes, no, I'll be your darling after this, and thus why she says darling now. But I'm thinking that because when they were obviously captured and Hiro's memories were erased, I don't think her memories were erased. I think they left hers intact. But the thing is that maybe she forgotten who it was that, said those words to her and, promised to be with her together forever. She knew that someone had promised to be her darling and she was looking for him, but didn't know this was the same person because obviously he had no recollection and he did not even seem to really know who she was until they met. So it's very cute that they're now finally coming back together, I think, and as the episode is, it's like a reunion of sorts. But I am going to say that this is going to definitely be a big changer of the series. This is the midway point through the show, and I feel like we're going to get some definitely different stuff to happen in the coming episodes for the series. What do you guys think about Darling the FRANXX episode 13? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. As always, guys and girls, if you did like my review, think about hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and sharing the video, of course, and checking my Patreon if you want. And hit the notification bell for notifications and stuff. I'm going to stop saying that. Once in a while I'll say it, but I'm not going to say it all the time because it's so stupid to me. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I have many other videos to get to you today. I'm going to try to get them out as soon as I can. I'll talk to you guys then. God bless you all. Bye-bye.